Welcome on in to Big Play, Big Bets. We got the big hats on. I'm Nick Pedone. He's Big Play Dave. Big Play Teddy G, Ted Ginn Jr. in the fold with us as well. And guys, we're kicking off the show a little bit different than how we normally do. In honor of the game, we are joined by former Ohio State linebacker, host of the Bobby Carpenter Show with Anthony Schlegel. It is our guy, Schlegs. Anthony Schlegel, what's going on? Welcome on into the Friday betting stream.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. It's great to be on. And I like you said host, but I'm really the co-host because we all know Bob runs everything. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that love, though. Thank you.
So we got a story from Teddy just getting ready for the game. And Teddy was telling us last week that there was a science class that Teddy and Bob were in together where Bob kicked out a window because he was hot. Were you in there? Were you in attendance to see Bob kick out a window in a biology class at The Ohio State University?
You know, so here's the thing. No, I was not there. And as you said, and as Teddy probably recollected what Bobby did, that would not surprise me in the least bit that he would do that because he's just an angry ogre, especially back in the day. Like if the door was supposed to be open and it was locked, it's probably locked for a reason, but it's not supposed to be locked for Bobby. So then he would just break the door open so he could get into the Woody. Like those things just happened. So yeah, him being hot and kicking a window open, I could definitely see that. But you also got to remember too, like I was like 30 years old when I was at Ohio State. I'm just kidding. I wasn't. I transferred to the Air Force Academy, but I really didn't go to a lot of classes. I mean, you had like 3 tests. I'm like, I'll just show up to those. And so I went hunting, you know, and watching film. Go hunt in the morning, come in, get bumpy in the weight room and watch some film.
That's one thing.
Teddy, I see you, man. Way to be ahead of your time. Just going to school.
Hey, man, you know, it was my time. You know, I was a sophomore, you know, so I had to do everything by the books. So I was in class, you know, and that's one thing that a lot of people don't think I did. I did everything by the books, you know.
You did.
I respected my older classmen, and I rolled for them, I played for them, and then you know, I took care of your 111, like they always say. You know, I always took care of my 111. But I know one thing about my guy. He used to always sneak in the Woody, and it'd be off season now. We'd come in and he'd have his bow and arrow, his haystacks, his for real, his little what you call them, arrows and and little spotters. Oh man!
So like you used to shoot them inside the Woody.
I mean, listen. I mean, you know, they talk about they want you to be in the building all the time, right? Like that's kind of your sanctuary. So I'm like, it's off hours, and Teddy, you're absolutely right because like you and the boys used to come out there like, what are you doing, Schlegs? I'm like, hey, you want to try this? Like, no, I don't want to try this, and I'm out there, and it was great because when you're on a football field, they just have lines, so I don't even need a rangefinder. Like I just already know by yardage. Hey, I put it in the back of the end zone.
Yeah,
I'm at 30 yards. That equals 40. That's pretty simple. Boom. And I just
he used to have a ball. I'm talking about he come in and he have it set up like he playing paint. You know how you see the paintball stuff? That. Like, and he'd be on the ground and he'd be letting them go. And you just sit back and watch it for an hour. Like, hey, Schlegel is having fun. We is too though.
Schlegs, obviously, we're all getting excited for tomorrow, the game, Ohio State, Michigan. Talk to me a little bit about your mindset now, you know, removed from the game and what your morning and into noon is going to look like tomorrow, hanging out, getting ready to watch this thing.
Yeah, mindset never really changes when it comes to this game. It feels like I'm 22 years old again, and it's your blue collar, corn-fed, knock their dick in the dirt. It's a physical game, and, you know, I'm 42 years old now, and I still get super bumpy and lift heavy weights in case – sometimes the Buckeyes need to call me in, just boom, bring him in, and I'll just go over there and shock and shed a dude, no problem. But now that I'm 42, like tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go deer hunt, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to probably eat some pumpkin bars and sip some bourbon and watch the game and be super juiced. Because, I mean, this is, you know, 2 years. They didn't play in 20. They won in 19, 2 years in a row. That hasn't happened in a long, long time. And I just feel really good about this Ohio State team. I feel really good about the leadership. I feel really good where we are health-wise. And again, as Ted knows, playing so long in the league, the thing that separates great teams from the postseason and getting those big wins is attrition. And the thing like last year, we didn't have Jackson Smith-Njigba. We didn't have Trevion Henderson there. Well, guess what? You know, Trevion's back. Emeka is now healthy. You know, you're getting Tommy back. The only starter that we didn't have is Ransom. All right, Lathan. Anyways, that being said, when we won the national championship in 14, people don't realize this either. We had 21 of 22 starters start the season, that end of the season. The only one was the quarterback position. So in order to win games like this, you got to be healthy. And that's really where I see the Buckeyes are right now. But you know what, though? As Ted knows, to play as long as he did and to finish a really hard physical season like this, you got to take care of your body. That requires a lot of discipline and effort by everybody in the building. So super juice for it.
Yep. You know, I could echo it. You know, being removed, but you're still not removed when you say you playing this game right here. And you know, with us having the record that we have, we really stands on top of these guys. So we always is, you know, we in the forefront, even though we on paper right now in the back, you know, but in our mind, we know what we used to do. We know how we used to come out and attack, and we just think if they have any of our mindsets, and you know, and that's one thing that that is true. That one thing that I learned that we all had in our time was people took care of their body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a whole, you know, even if you didn't go to class, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you still took care of your body. You get what I'm saying? So being able to be healthy is a real good opponent, you know, especially going up there. You know, it's hard going up there playing in the shoe. I mean, we had to come back. I mean, not the shoe, but the big house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's very hard going up there. I mean, I remember 05. You know, I mean, we trailed that whole game, and that's just coming out slow. Playing in a team that knows us and we know them, that matters. You know what I'm saying? Offense and defense, and just like Schlegel said, you got to be a dog. You got to be able to fight. You got to have a want. You're gonna have to cry sometimes. You're gonna have to talk some people out of some stuff. So people have to talk you out of some stuff. Is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That's where that brotherhood and I got your back really come in. You know what I'm saying? And going up there, they gonna give you a little crowd over there with a little bit of white. You get what I'm saying? And you're going to have to fight your way out of there. I remember them throwing rocks at the end of us at the bus and rocking our bus. Yeah, it's like, because they just couldn't believe, they thought we cheated, and we didn't. We just came down and we just punched somebody in the mouth and scored. That's it.
You know, I mean, that's so funny that you said that, because, like, if you go back in those years that I played, 04 and 05, and, I mean, they had 79 yards of rushing in 2 years. And, like, you know, in these games, Teddy, to your point, I mean, it's a fight. You know, and who's going to come out top? And can you do it for a long, sustained time, right? Because, I mean, guess what, man? I mean, it's good on good
all the time
in this game. And so guess what? You might get one, but I'm coming back to the next play. Yeah. And can you have, like you said earlier, the mindset, the heart, right, to be able to drop your sack and attack on a play-by-play basis? Mm-hmm. You know, they might have some, and then you're down all of a sudden.
Yep.
And then the offense comes out and they just do what they do, because you know, if we go get this stop right here, our offense is going to go do it. It doesn't matter how much time's on the clock. And guess what? They did. That's why it's a team. That's why football is the best. Yeah. It's not just one side, man. It's everybody collectively together going up there and taking the will of opponent in their house, right? Yeah. That's what's going to have to happen Saturday.
Yeah. And we got to get something on special teams. I mean, that's got to be a component that really got to strive this weekend, or tomorrow, I would say, is we have to be able to do something. I don't care if it's a block. I don't care if it's a 60-yard field goal. I don't care if it's a kickoff return, a punt return, a muff. I mean, something on special teams have to be important. I mean, reason why I said that is I lived on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I lived on special teams. I mean, look, if you look at any of our games, somewhere down the line, I had a punt return the first year. You know what I'm saying? The next year, you know, I kept us in good field position so we can do what we do. No matter if it's a fair catch, getting underneath the ball, you know what I'm saying? Not giving up cheap yards and just that type of area. You get what I'm saying? So special teams have to thrive tomorrow. We get something on special teams, and if we get one or two, then that's kind of like a seller for us.
Hey, Teddy, if you got into a little scuffle with a Michigan player and you could have one linebacker come in and have your back, who would it be? Schlegs, Bobby, or AJ?
Bobby.
Oh, really? With Schlegs right here?
No, I'm just keeping it honest. and Bobby and Schlegs feel the same way about Bobby. We all gonna go to war with Bobby, and there's no disrespect. We just know what you're getting out of him. Guy broke his leg. Most people would stay in the locker room. He came out and cheered us on. And coach got the headphones, got the mic, and he said, well, if I ain't playing, well, I'm going to coach my guys. I'm going to help my brothers out some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I watched Bobby jump in our offensive huddle and swing on guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just seen a different mindset of Bobby. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I do.
So there's no disrespect because that's a dog right there. Schlegel's a dog now. And if AJ is the one that I might not even call. You know what I'm saying? But he's the most fierce. You get what I'm saying? But them two guys, they gonna put it in there, and there's no disrespect to nobody, but they gonna put it in there at all costs, on and off the field. You get what I'm saying?
I tell you what, that you brought up a great point with Bob, because in that game, like, this game has so much emotion because it's the culmination of the season, and it's on. I mean, honestly, it's the entire season, right? I mean, we've had teams at Ohio State that have watched this game that went to the college football playoff, and like, well, if you win the national championship, does it still feel good? Well, of course it does, right? But there's still that you didn't beat Michigan that year, right? If that would have happened,
Yep.
And this game, when you go in there and like we had, right, you got Bob, AJ, and myself, and then your brother on the first play. And again, it's not just me, Bob, and AJ, right? It's everybody on the team, because Teddy's a sophomore. Like, he sees all the stuff that we put into it. Like, that year offensively, it was super fun being a defender, because we would just talk so much crap to Troy and Teddy and the boys would talk that much crap, because we had Dante right there too, just talking trash, but we made each other better. But you got to think about that, man. That's spring football, fall camp, and the entire season. That stuff happens because you have to have good on good. And then when you get out there and you're playing against Michigan in the big house, then one of your boys goes down the very first play. And as opposed to, oh, woe is me, I wish I got to go get mine in this game, it's the mindset like, I'm going to go get mine by serving my teammate. The brotherhood is bigger than me.
Yep.
And that takes a lot of like mental and physical and emotional toughness. And that's what toughness is.
Yep.
So, we sat down, we're like, hey, bro, hey, man, we got your back. Laurinaitis stepped in that game. And then guess what? In these type of games, you got to communicate on the sideline, because, again, they're going to have wrinkles just like we got wrinkles.
Yep.
And you've seen a lot of great formations and stuff that Ryan Day has done. Those are just the tip of the iceberg. They're coming out in this game, but they're going to do a little something different too. So what do you got to do? You got to – this was Tress was so great about, man. You played at an even level. That was just Tress.
Yeah, even
So
keel.
Guess what? They're going to do something. We're going to come back over and we're going to communicate. We're going to figure this out together, and then we're going to go back there and physically impose our will on people. And we're just going to do it for 60 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes back to just what he said. You got spring, summer, then in season. I just remember in spring, it was a 4th and 1 drill that we was going against them guys, good on good, in spring. 4th and 1, and Tresh decides to run a jet sweep with me, right? Now you just hear all the people with just name, right? They're on the other side of the ball. It's little old me. Like, you chose to give me this ball on 4th and 1, right? And I remember it. And I come out and they sadly see me. I'm in a cut split. It might have been AJ. It might have been you, Schlegel, right there. I'm in a cut split. They like, watch Teddy. And I come on the jet sweep. And when I say they had gap control, I'm talking about they strung me all the way to the sideline. So I put my foot in the ground. I ain't give up. I just put my foot in the ground. And I came back this way. I got 1 yard. Look, I got 1 yard, but I lost 3. Got 1, and I won the whole competition. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But when I tell you it was B gap, somebody was there, C gap, outside control, corner. Oh my God, I got nowhere to go. and we at that time, it's not like they laughing at me, but they laughing at me like I'm right here. I'm right here, Teddy. Like they playing, so I just had to use what I got. Yep. Speed,
man.
I won it down, but I just show you like how control they had and the brotherhood they had once they knew they was playing against somebody that they knew they had to stop, and I just witnessed that in practice. So as long as we come out with one of those type of attitudes where I'm gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it on here, but I'm gonna get it over here. As long as we have that type of atmosphere, we good.
Yeah. Schlegs, last one for you. We're going to get you out of here. We need a gut reaction, gut feeling. Over under for this game is 46.5. How you leaning?
Oh, well, I'm going to piggyback off Ted as I answer this. And I will say this, Teddy, what you just said defensively, it's the first time I felt that at Ohio State in a long time from this defense.
Wow.
They play every play. You guys got to remember, man, like this team, like even last year, and they were significantly better, but they were like hundreds in the country in red zone defense. And as you know, Teddy, like it's one thing to get the ball down there. It's another thing to score touchdowns. Guys, this defense has given up 3 touchdowns this year in the red zone. I don't think people understand that. That's crazy talk, right?
Yeah.
They've given up 10 total touchdowns all season. And guess what? Michigan's defense is really good too. But it's the first time we haven't had to lean on our offense to go win us games. Our defense has been able to win us those games. But it's that mentality that every play is important. And you're going to have to win the play to score a touchdown because we're just going to play every single play. Everything is earned on this defense, which goes into my thing. I'm going to say under. I'm going to say 24-20 Buckeyes.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Teddy, do you have a prediction real quick, and we'll get Schlegs out?
Yeah, I think my prediction is 28-17.
Okay.
We got
I like
a rule.
that. I like
we
that
got
too.
we got a rule that they can't score 17 points. I mean, you know, we got to score 21 on the offense, and they can't let nobody score over 17. That's been my
Math.
rule
Done.
since I touched down there. Since I hear dong, dong. I know what time that is.
Oh, yeah.
Schlegs, thanks so much for joining us. Go check out, guys, the Bobby Carpenter Show with Anthony Schlegel. They do a great job breaking down these games, and they are going to be breaking down this game, recapping what happened. So just go check them out on all social media platforms and, of course, on Bally Sports. Schlegs, thanks so much, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Love you, Teddy.
Love
See you
you,
guys.
brother.
Go Bucks.
See ya. Go Bucks.
See ya.
Anthony Schlegel is confident he's got the Buckeyes winning, and what a breakdown there to bring a little bit of energy, bring a little bit
That
of
dude
juice.
always pumps me up.
Yeah.
You need to get jacked up. Just call Schlegs.
Schlegel.
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
As we wrap up our college football segment here, Dave,
Yeah.
I'm on the Buckeyes. I think
Yeah.
this is the season that things kind of turn around for them in this little rivalry here that's been renewed with Michigan.
Yep.
They're not going to have Harbaugh on their sideline. We have Ryan Day on our sideline, and I agree with Teddy. I think they're going to put up some points. I think Marvin Harrison Jr., Emeka, Travion Henderson, in these big games, I say it all the time when we make these bet picks, you lean on your dogs, you lean on your guys, and Ohio State just has more guys. They have Blake Corum. He's going to get his, but I really like the Buckeyes tomorrow.
Yeah, Nick, I'm with you. I think this is definitely the year. I know, Teddy, you know how hard it is playing in Michigan, but
Got my stuff on, man.
this team, Travion Henderson, we've got the best wide receiver since Teddy Ginn at OSU.
Yeah.
I think the offense is going to put up big numbers. I think the defense, back to the Silver Bullets with Schlegs, I think they're going to put up a performance, have them below 17 like Teddy said, and I think OSU wins by at least a touchdown.
And we'll be streaming it right here in the Tipico Sportsbook Lounge.
The
right,
Teddy Ginn
right
watch
at Berg
party.
Lakefront
Let's
Airport.
go.
Ted Ginn Jr. watch party will be live, literally right from the lounge.
Let's get
Kind of
it.
watching our reaction in real time with Ted, myself, Dave, the whole Big Play crew will be here hanging out. So check that out on all the Big Play social media platforms. We are going to lock in our NFL Week 12 betting picks. You guys ready to do that?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it right after this.
Do, 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 do. I love Schlegs. He's great. Their show's,
I'll be just
their show's
crazy.
great.
Welcome on in to Big Play, Big Bets. We got the big hats on, and we are ready to lock in our NFL Week 12 betting picks. I'm Nick Pedone. He's Big Play Dave.
What's up?
Big Play Teddy G,
Let's do
14-year
it.
NFL veteran Ted Ginn Jr. along for the ride with us. Guys, we'll start off on the 1 o'clock slate here as the New Orleans Saints will travel to Atlanta, where they're 1.5-point favorites against the Falcons. Who do we like here, Dave?
Pass.
Wow.
That's my pass out of the gate.
Right out of the
I
gate.
knew you'd start with that one.
Give me the Saints. I'll take the Saints covering the 1.5. Atlanta's lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They've only scored more than 24 once since week 2. I think the Saints kind of bounce back and get right here, but it's
not
a
on my
game that I
list.
won't be watching.
No.
Ted?
I'm gonna go with my Saints.
There you go.
I have no other reason not to.
Love it. we will head to Cincinnati, where the Bengals will host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cincinnati 2-point dogs on their home field because it's Jake Browning, the first Jake Browning start in a post-Joe Burrow world. This is life for the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh 2-point favorites.
Say the Bengals are dogs, right?
Bengals are dogs.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And I think I got the Steelers bouncing back from that loss that our Brownies gave them. I'll take Pittsburgh on the road to get right in Cincy.
You saw the Cincy meltdown on Twitter from the fans. They're in a rough spot right now.
They're in mock draft mode.
They are. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That is absolutely brutal.
I say it goes back to if Cincinnati can get the passing game going, and they can rely and get the passing game going. I mean, that's the only thing they really got.
No T. Higgins in this game, Ted, to make matters a little bit worse.
Oh man.
What, Nick, do you know the over-under for, I don't even know if it's up yet, for passing yards for the Bengals?
I don't know if it's up yet.
I don't think anyone wants to put those up.
Jake Browning.
That could be anywhere.
Yeah,
that could be anywhere from 80 to 200.
Yeah.
They need to put them up. That's what bettors want to bet on.
Jake Browning,
bettors
baby.
bets, baby.
Jake Browning parlay prop bets. Here we go.
I'll see if I can find it on Tipico for you, Ted.
Right.
Who do you like in this game?
I'm going to go with Pitt.
Okay.
I think that's unanimous.
Damn.
I hate to do it, but I'd love Cincy to win that game.
Me too.
It would be nice.
I mean, if only thing, like I said, if they get the passing game going, they control the blitz, then they got a game going on, but I don't see that happening.
We got Jake Browning over under 205.5 passing yards. 205.5 for Jake Browning. No T. Higgins. Jamar Chase will go. And that's actually higher than Kenny Pickett's passing yards is at 195.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what Pittsburgh did to DTR, so just a fresh face in there. Give me the under on Browning and Steelers money line.
Yep, I like it. Let's go to Nashville, Tennessee, where the Titans are 3.5-point favorites on their home field against the Carolina Panthers, who are 1-9. These two teams are tied for the fewest takeaways in the NFL. Neither of these teams are very good. I'll take Tennessee because they're at home, and this kind of just feels like a game that they'll win. It's Ohio State, Michigan week, so maybe our guy Vrabel gets a dub over there.
There you go. Teddy, what do you think in this one?
Go with Tennessee.
Yeah, unanimous.
I wish I could. Yeah, I'm gonna save my pass. I'm not gonna use it
Panthers
there.
are going down like this.
It's tough. It's
tough.
really tough.
They don't look good, Ted. They don't look good.
You think they might get a Buckeye wide receiver over there?
That'd be pretty
year?
cool.
I hope not.
Let's go
I'm on
to
my Buckeyes. I'm just being real, man. That's the tricky part
Yeah.
about going high. is
Oh yeah.
You gotta wait so long to shine. Like you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. You wind up in a goofy situation.
Yeah, and I can just go third round, end up with a good team,
Yep.
go to the playoffs, but
Then go get that second deal.
quickly.
Let's go to Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana, where the Colts are 2.5-point favorites against Baker Mayfield's Buccaneers. What are we thinking about this one? Colts are 5-5. Bucs are 4-6. Colts are 2.5-point favorites. They just cut Darius Leonard, which is a little bit surprising. I'll take Tampa. I'll take Tampa in an upset
Like
special
while he
going
was
on the
passing
road.
out turkeys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Give me the Bucs.
That's how they do.
That Darius Leonard,
It's a business.
It's probably
bad for vibes. I think it's
Yeah.
bad for vibes. Give me the Bucs.
We're due for a good Baker game.
I mean Baker been really surprising us lately though. Every
Yeah.
time I didn't win against Baker,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't either put up a dog fight or won the game.
Yeah. Let's have a Baker game.
All right, Baker game. I like it. Let's
like it.
go to New York, technically New Jersey, where the Giants are 3.5. Look at this matchup. The Giants are 3.5-point underdogs at home to the Patriots. There's a rematch of Super Bowl 42, a rematch of Super Bowl 46.
This is gonna be horrible.
But this is going to be absolutely awful. Bill Belichick refuses to tell the media who his starting quarterback is in this game. He told all three guys, be ready. Skip. I'm using my
We've got
skip.
one of the best coaches of all time versus the coach of the year. This is going to end like a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, bet the under. Point total in this is 33.5. This smells of Nebraska, Iowa. Under.
What do you think, Ted?
Like you said, I'm a skip.
Skip.
Under 33.5.
But if
Lock it
anything,
in.
I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna
Patriots.
build that up. We haven't done any alts yet, so I'll build up the total to like 40, 39.5, 40, and bet the under on that.
Okay.
And then if we do that, we got to pick one of them to win. Coin flip.
Yeah,
I'll go
literally take a
Patriots.
quarter.
Patriots under 40.
All right. You guys are nuts. Let's go to Houston. The Texans and the Jags have pretty much a pick 'em on their hands. CJ Stroud's
This is
going to
gonna be
look
a good
to
one.
bounce back from that 3-interception performance that he gave us last week. The Texans at home, I'm going to go with Jacksonville on the road.
Okay.
I think I have to do it. They lost to Houston in week 3. I think they bounce back here. It's hard to win these divisional games. You know, it's hard to do a sweep, especially with the young QB, so I'll take the Jags on the road.
What's the over-under in this one?
Over under in this one, Dave, 47.5. So there's some belief that there will be points scored here.
I think we're going to get a shootout.
I hope so. It'd be cool.
Give me a shootout, CJ Stroud, Sunshine. I'm going to go. What's the spread again?
It's Jags
It's a
minus
pick 'em?
1.5.
Yeah.
So
Give me Texans plus 6 or 7,
okay.
and then over 40.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You'll be in that the whole way.
I like that.
That's
bet, too.
hitting.
Yeah, that's it.
That's going to be my lock.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, cool. I
I like
like
that.
that. We ready for this 4 o'clock slate, guys?
Let's go.
All right, let's go to the desert where the Cardinals and the Rams have a little bit of a pick 'em on their hands. Rams technically a little bit betting favorites, minus 1.5 against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals at home against the Rams. Cooper Kupp will play in this game. He was questionable all throughout the week. He'll go. Matt Stafford hasn't thrown for over 235 yards since week 4.
Yep.
I'm going to take Kyler. He's my guy. I think I'm 0 for probably 3 since he came back. I'm going to keep betting him. Give me Arizona at home.
Kyler?
I love Kyler Murray.
Yeah. He's all right.
Division game.
Division game. What do you think, Ted?
What's their record?
Who?
LA. They both came.
They're both horrible.
LA's 4-6.
I have
Cardinals
no faith in
2-9.
no faith in LA.
Pass.
Pass. Okay.
I
Dave?
hate that, but I'm a,
Yeah, I mean I already used my pass, so Nick, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
I'll go with Kyler Murray.
Cardinals.
I don't have much faith in it though.
Home dogs, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Vegas. The Raiders are 9-point dogs on their home field against the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs minus 9 on the road in Vegas. And boy, if we learned anything from that primetime game last week, Chiefs need some receiving help in a bad way if they want to win this game. I'll pick the
No
Chiefs
kidding.
to win, but I'm going to do a big play Dave special here.
Ooh.
That 9 number is a little much for me, I think, here.
You think?
I think so. Man, that Chiefs offense just reeks right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not
What
good.
are you gonna bring it down to like 3?
No, I don't know about that far. Maybe like 5.5, 6.
Okay.
We'll win by a touchdown. I'll give you even 6.5.
All right.
Chiefs by a tud.
Teddy, what do you think?
I like it. That 9 is high.
Yeah, that's high. Over under for it is 43.5. So I like that. I like just taking over 43.5. Chiefs minus 6.5.
Oh man, I keep agreeing with you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right.
I've been hot on this show. You know when we look
I'm
at
getting
these
the fade
records.
Pedone button ready.
All right, here we go. And here's maybe where it comes out. I don't know, though. The Eagles are 3-point favorites in Philadelphia, guys, against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen already has 12 interceptions. That's the second most in the NFL. He's never thrown more than 15 in a season. The Bills
Struggling.
don't look good at 6-5. Meanwhile, Philly, they look like they're hitting their stride. They're 9-1. They just had another marquee win in primetime. I'm going to take the Eagles to cover this 3 easily.
Yeah.
Eagles minus 3 all day.
Man.
Ted?
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Can't.
All right, we'll do some primetime games and then wrap with our Browns.
Yes, that works for me.
All right, let's go to Sunday Night Football. The Chargers will welcome in the Baltimore Ravens. And the Chargers are another one of these AFC teams.
So
that
frustrating.
very weird. They have all the talent to put this together, yet still they're 4-6. Meanwhile, we all know Baltimore is really good. One of the class of the AFC right now. Ravens minus 3.5-point favorites in this game, guys.
I'm with it.
What do you think?
It's just that time of the year where it ain't gonna really.
Ted's on Baltimore?
Yeah.
Me too.
They are really good.
They're really good. I think they're 3.5 good too.
Yeah,
And
I don't
they-
think there's any
Wow.
points to buy there either.
Wow. All right.
And then
We're in
They have no
unison.
room to mess around
Why is that?
because
They got someone right on their
the
trail. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Your little orange helmet.
Come on now.
Yeah.
No horse either.
Yeah. Let's head to Monday Night Football, where the Vikings are 3-point favorites, U.S. Bank Stadium, against the Chicago Bears. Minnesota's on a little bit of a win streak here.
Yep.
5 straight matchups against Chicago. The Vikings are 6-5. The Bears are 3-8. I'll take Minnesota to cover this 3-point spread at home.
Give me a fade Pedone.
Wow.
Boom, do we have a fade Pedone? Let's see. We have a fade Pedone button. Give me Teddy G's Bears in this one
All right, Dave on the 3-8 Bears.
in points. Give me the
Plus
give me
3.
the points too.
Ted?
Come on, Teddy. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay with them Vikings.
Yeah.
You're a big Vikings fan.
I'm not.
This time of year, you
this
are.
time of the year, I
Yeah.
just know what they do.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
Understandably
I
so.
will
They,
meet.
they mess up records.
They do. They do.
You can't mess up 3-8.
No, you can't.
That is true. There is a little bit, from a betting perspective, there's a little bit of like, when you look at these goofy matchups where this probably shouldn't be a primetime game, the Bears are probably thinking we don't have anything to lose, and
Right.
that's always scary.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, guys, let's go to Mile High. The Broncos are 1.5-point favorites against our Browns. Russell Wilson looks good. I'll admit it.
They look so much
they've
better.
turned this season completely around. Give Sean Payton a lot of credit. The Broncos are on a 4-game win streak, but this is where it all comes toppling to an end. I got
We
the
thought
Browns.
Sean Payton was going to be fired at this point of the season the way
Yeah.
it started.
Yeah,
They look like a legit NFL team now.
they do. They do. They look good. They're
I don't like
5
it.
and 5.
Bad timing.
I mean, they're in the hunt. When they throw up that graphic, the Broncos are in the hunt. The Browns are 7-3. I'm riding with the Browns. I just think that Jim Schwartz defense, over-under for this game is 36.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why.
Wow.
Give me Jim Schwartz against the Broncos and Russell Wilson. That's the
Teddy,
reason why I'm picking
is
the
it
Browns
hard
here.
to go to Denver and play? They talk about the altitude, the thin
Sure.
air. Is that that's legit?
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Do you
And-
try to get out there earlier than
Yeah,
you
but
would a
it's
regular
nothing-
game, but
it's
doesn't do
nothing that
anything?
you can mimic.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
lungs are just set. I went on like a vacation there, Dave, and even just like going to the grocery store. I kid you not. Like, dude, it's hard to breathe. Exactly. Like I'm breathing like that.
Hit a flight of stairs out of my.
Yeah,
go
it's
out there,
different.
Hit a flight of stairs. I'm talking about
Pass.
8 of them.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 just 8 steps. Boom,
Pass.
boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
You gonna get to the top and you're gonna be like, you're gonna be thinking like, man, it was just only
Yeah.
8 steps.
Dude, it was me
Wow.
and my friends, Dave, who will be here for the watch party tomorrow, and we're pushing a cart around Walmart with like a couple cases of water on the bottom of it, and it was the exact same thing in Walmart, like just out of breath. Because
I like how I asked for an NFL player's perspective, and then Nick Pedone over here is like, well, when I was grocery shopping in Denver,
dude, it's different. It is different.
It is though.
I couldn't even imagine having to play like an NFL game in that
Yeah.
because I couldn't even push my case of water out of the store.
any recommendations for the Brownies as they're out there
Water.
for those players?
water and this thing,
The mask, the oxygen mask.
oxygen mask. Put it on if you don't feel like you need to. Put it on.
Okay.
All right, cool. Do you guys have Browns picks? Broncos
Sure.
picks?
Yeah, I think this is close. I think it's low
I think it's
scoring,
close,
and we
too.
win. Give me Browns 14.
That's a trap
Broncos
game for my
10.
Brownies.
Aw.
It is, and they look good. The Broncos
Yes.
at home,
Come on.
tough place to play.
Come on, Ted. Browns.
No,
Jim
Brownies.
Schwartz. All right, like,
I'm going with Brownies, but it's a trap game though.
for sure.
Because them Broncos are
Yeah,
like
Russell Wilson's playing well.
Like their record.
hmm
Yeah. Yeah.
They up one time. They
Yep.
down. You just don't know which
Mhm.
one we gonna get.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that puts a wrap on Big Play, Big Bets. It was always fun joining you two for the betting stream. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Hey, make sure you download this Tipico Sportsbook app. Right now is the time to do it. These NFL games are in full swing, and you heard how confidently we answered some of these questions. I feel like our audience, too, finally now has a good understanding of what these teams are, starting to feel confident putting these bets in. Now is the time to do it. If you haven't downloaded Tipico yet, do so now. Use our promo code BIGPLAY100. When you bet $25, we're going to give you $100 bets on us to use this weekend. Bet on Ohio State. Bet on these NFL games. We will see you guys next week for Big Play, Big Bets. We are signing off. Peace.